Hello YouTube, welcome back to another one of my Alliance War videos. So this one is War number 11, technically 10 for us, of Season 31. And we're against TCN. So in match season, really at the start of the season, they have one hell of a defense in terms of rank 4 defenders and high SIG defenders. They've always been the same for a few seasons now. They're very hit and miss. If I'm honest, sometimes they clear you with 1 to 2 deaths, other times it's 10 to 15, so I think it just depends which one you get, what sort of day they're having. But here, as you can see here, for the first time this season, I'm actually assigned Falcon, and at this point I'm out with some friends for food and drinks, and they basically tell me that I can't wait till the morning, I need to do my fights now, or just one fight now, just so that it can clear other people for the rest of the war. So to give you a bit of a story of this fight, I'm in a pub having a few drinks even with some friends, having a bit of food, and I'm kind of doing this while we're sat at the table. So it's no excuse. Bad gameplay is bad gameplay, and you're gonna see here some real bad gameplay. It's the first time I've touched this node, I believe all season. I'm pretty sure I haven't done it all season, and I forgot one major thing about Thing, what you'll see halfway through this fight, but I'll talk about it at that time. So we go in, the plan is instantly try and lock on, as you can see there, because the brute force is going to come across. So now I'm just going to try and lay into him basically, and the reason for his power going up, as you can see here, is because of the Vivified. So I use an indestructible boost, and I'm like, I'll just push him to special 3. What's the harm in that? He'll have no rock stacks. There's no danger. I just completely forgot how Thing's special 3 works, and it constantly gives him unblockable and unstoppable. So at this point, he's just laying into me. I throw a special 3, I think it's here, just to clear the brute force off me, and just to give me a chance to actually like get a bit of room between us. It does a decent amount of damage actually compared to what I was expecting, and now the unstoppable and blockable is gone, so now I just need to watch out for that. Trying to bait out a special 2 where I can and not walk into it. We've had a couple of times this season, unfortunately for us as an alliance, where someone like Thing or something like that is the AI is playing a bit weird, and say like people have gone to attack his block and they've thrown a special. But I've been finding, especially quite recently, that the defenders seem to be more inclined to throw a special if you've just hit their block. I don't know whether that's just me, but that's what I've noticed. And here again, I'm just hitting him once to try and put the brute force timer back to full. And then you see here, I'm just like, ignore the rock stacks, let's just go for it, finish them off. So yeah, while I was out talking to some friends and having a few drinks, I did that fight and somehow managed to get through it unharmed, even after completely messing up the special 3 with Thing. And now we go into section 2. I'm not doing this fight, I'm just moving here for energy. As you can see there in the top left, I'm spamming to get out of that fight. Do not want to be anywhere near it. Now we come across this Nimrod here. So the Chitinous Fawns, as I seem to just horribly pronounce it every time. Nimrod. So I'm going to quake this. I could use quake or I could use Thing, but I'm going to quake it. I've not really used quake on Nimrod much, so it'd be nice to learn their animations for any future stuff as well going forward. And yeah, so I'll put these 6-hour boosts on, knowing that I'm doing this fight relatively early in the day for me. In terms of a battle group, we have a lot of time zones. I think the time zone difference, even from me, is like -4 for some people, and then like +8 for other people. So it is a very big scale of like 12 hours, I think, across like some of the earliest and some of the latest time zones in our battle group. So I put on this 6-hour boost. I'm like, right, I'll just do these fights now, not worry about it, and then I've got one mini boss to do later. So the 6-hour boost they'll be fine. They should still be up by that point. There's only 8 hours left in war, and hopefully we've cleared the map, or at least cleared the boss island sort of thing, with a few hours to go. And as you can see here, Nimrod just goes down, piece of cake, no worries. We move on now to the Spider Ham. So you've seen already a couple of times this season I've faced Spider Ham. A couple of quite clean fights with Quake, and then a terrible one with Nick Fury. But we move. Indestructible boost was still active, that's how quick that Nimrod fight was. And I go into Ham now with Quake again. As you can see, I've just put on half suicides, so I did this just for section 2. Basically just for the damage for Thing. Just because I've got another fight coming up in a second that I've done a couple of times this season, and Thing's damage is just really low. And obviously he is a major ramp up champion, so you need to be able to kind of just not throw specials or anything like that. Or you can throw some specials if you're not running suicides, but you want to just get the Furies going up as soon as you can, and then just be able to lay into these champions. Most of the time I'm using Thing, especially in war at the moment, I'm just not bothering throwing specials at all and just laying into people. Right, but you can if you really want to, and you'll see that in a second with the Silver Surfer here. So the funny thing about Silver Surfer, especially in this war, is that our one on the exact same node managed to get 2 defender kills. So it put us in quite a good position. Obviously, like I said, I was going for this, and if I remember rightly, this is a rank 4 Silver Surfer. So again, obviously a lot of people did the Silver Surfer rank up for Prestige. So obviously more rank 4 surfers are going to end up on defense. And this one just catches some people out every so often because of the armor up that he can proc at any point. It's something to do with when he throws a heavy attack or a special one. So there, look, he was in the Fury phase. So he threw that then. And now we're just waiting. And all this is going to be is just like it was. It's basically just going to be a special 1 fest of me trying to get him special 1, not special 2, and then get them to throw it, dash back, dash forward, just when the board goes down, dash back again, and then you can just start attacking them straight away. And then you're instantly back in, ready to just carry on whacking them a little bit. Here, again, go for it again. So I can dodge the special 2, especially because of high ground, but I just try and do special 1, because with special 2, if he has so many buffs on him, he'll go unblockable for so many seconds after, and I don't really want that. It's just going to waste more time because I'm going to be constantly conscious about not getting smacked in the face for that whole period of time. So you see I took a blocked hit there. It was like 1500 damage, whatever. I think I take a couple more when I've swiped on my screen to Dex, but it's not worked. So unfortunately that was a little bit more high ground damage, but you can see here, just because of the half suicides, Thing's damage is actually a lot quicker now. We're 1 minute 30 in and he's only down to a third of his health left. If it was a rank 3 surfer, it might almost be done by now. But they were them blocked hits that I was talking about, so I had thought I'd swiped to Dex, but obviously I hadn't, or the game didn't register it in time. And luckily I'd still got my block. So there, more blocked hits. I'm not bothered about the fact that he's phasing on the heavy. That makes no odds to me, I don't care about it enough. And it's just a matter of just slogging through this fight and putting about 100 hits into them with medium boosts on. I think I'll throw the special 1 in a second just to finish it off of style. And yeah, slam the rock into his face. There we go, we're done. So that's section 1 done, section 2 done. Cleared up some other people to be able to go to the mini boss island. I have no idea who that is, who's invited me to incursions. But yeah, it is what it is. And I don't want to touch this Nova fight, so as you can see I'm just backing out as quick as I can. So now we come up to the point where it's my turn to do the mini bosses and we get this long shot. So main thing about this long shot that I was told is obviously quake it, but because the long shot's duped, he can steal your buff or nullify it instantly if you're trying to get it. So the point was get the dexterity buff and then do it. As you can see, the first couple of times, I've got it now, but the first time or two when I was trying to get the dex buff, he stole it, used that for Mystic Dispersion, and then got up to the special 1. So once I dodged that and sort of got the dexterity buff, it's then just a pure quake fight. And to hope that I don't throw like drop an input or anything like that, because it's probably going to be at least a special 1 or a special 2 to the face. And yeah, so this is just now obviously carrying on quaking. I've lost the health to the bleed suicides, as you can see, which is why I'm on 90%. But the damage is nice, it's going down pretty quick. I think it's about a 2-minute fight overall, I think, if that. And yeah, we end up just kind of like going through this war, going through it. You can see here that long shot is literally just about to drop. And there we go. So that's full attack bonus. We end up completing the map there, as you can see, with just the 2 deaths for the Bat Alliance. So pretty good war going into the last war of the season. We are currently war champ in terms of the first position, but we need to have a pretty solid final war and a couple of alliances and other wars go in our favour as well to actually solidify the war champs again for this season. So if you do like the video, please obviously like it, comment and subscribe. And if you'd be kind enough to share it about with your friends, then I wouldn't say no to that either. Thank you very much for watching.